Hello, my name is Brian McCarthy. I'm the Associate Dean for Faculty, Research, and Graduate Studies in the College of Arts and Sciences at Ohio University. Today I'd like to provide a brief overview of some of the technical aspects associated with Dossier construction for Group 1 and Group 2 faculty coming up for promotion and tenure this year. You have a variety of resources available to you regarding Dossier construction. The most general of which is probably the faculty handbook. More specific information, particularly about dates and construction, can be found at the Associate Provost for Academic Affairs website. And also more specific details can be found regarding the construction of the dossier at the College of Arts and Sciences website dealing with faculty affairs. Regardless of whether the dossier is for Group 1 or for Group 2 promotion, both dossiers contain the same number of sections. Each has to contain 14 sections. And we'll discuss this in a little bit more detail as we proceed. So the purpose of this webinar then is rather restrictive. What I really want to do is focus on the technical aspects of the software applications that are necessary for you to take these 14 files and combine them into a single document which can be easily searched and shared amongst all the different readers that include the department, the college, and ultimately the provost's office. This webinar is not designed to deal with issues of content. It's only designed to deal with issues of how to construct the document and how to present the document. So the goal here is to construct your dossier so that it exists in a single flat file. Probably the easiest way to do this is to merge all of your documents into a single PDF file. The attractiveness of doing this is that it is consistent from dossier to dossier, everything is contained in one place, and it is easy for all the different reviewers who have to read this document. The PDF in particular is appealing because it can be read on a variety of viewers, most of which are free. The difficulty, however, with large PDF files is that they're very difficult to navigate. One solution to this is to create a hyperlinked table of contents, and that's the primary goal of this webinar, is to show you how to construct such a document. You'll begin the process of dossier construction, obviously, with some sort of word processing application. And you can choose whatever word processor works best for you. It might be Microsoft Word, OpenOffice, LibreOffice, Lix. Whatever you use is really immaterial. The most important thing is that you're able to generate a PDF document from within that application at the end of the process. What's very important in dossier construction is that you follow the specific directions provided at both the Associate Provost website and at the college website in terms of dossier construction with the specific sections labeled 1 through 14 and any subsections that are present within those, because they need to be labeled identically from dossier to dossier. There'll be other documents that you'll need to include in your dossier that include signature pages, forms, and a variety of other documents. These can simply be scanned on your departmental Xerox machine or some other scanning device and then inserted into your final document. After all of your documents are to your satisfaction, you can merge them all into a single file and then create a PDF from that single document file. The next step is to add a table of contents to your document. This will greatly increase the navigability of your final product. It should be added as the first page of your document, and there's a variety of ways to do this in different word processing applications. You should check to see how your word processing application constructs a table of contents, and to also make sure that that table of contents stays stable and searchable once it's converted to a PDF document, which is not the case in all instances. What I'll do is I'll demonstrate how to automatically construct a table of contents using Microsoft Word, and then how to make hyperlinks associated with this table of contents once we convert it over to a PDF document. The next stage is to save this final merged and paginated document that has a complete table of contents as the first page into a single PDF file. The last stage of this process, which is a little bit more complicated, I'll take a few slides to explain, has to do with inserting the hyperlinks into this table of contents so that when you click on them, it automatically takes you to the appropriate section in the document. It's important to recognize that in all likelihood that the normal Adobe Acrobat reader that you may have on your PC or on your Macintosh is not able to actually edit files. For this, you're going to need to acquire either Adobe Acrobat Pro or Adobe Acrobat Standard. Alternatively, you can acquire a variety of different PDF editors, which you can find by doing a simple Google search. If all else fails, call me or bring your materials to the College of Arts and Sciences, and we'll find a way here to construct your final document and the hyperlinks for you. Before we begin, I thought I'd just let you know we will not be working with an actual portfolio or dossier for this project. I'll generate fake text, if you will, using lorem ipsum, which generates Latin-based filler text. And it's an application that's used throughout the public publishing industry to create kind of false documents that can be used for demonstration purposes. I think Microsoft Word is probably the primary default application that's used around campus for word processing applications, so that'll be the focus of what I'll use for word processing demonstrations. I'll also use Adobe Acrobat Pro as the primary method for manipulating PDF documents. Okay, let's get started. So I've used lorem ipsum and Microsoft Word to create a document which I've labeled Section 1. And on this slide and the next slide, I'll create two additional files labeled Section 2 and Section 3, respectively. We'll then take the three files and merge them into a single document. The next step is to create a new file and then use the insert file function sequentially, one after another, to insert all of your document files that you've prepared and any scanned documents that you may wish to include. After that, save it as a completely merged document, add page numbers in the lower right-hand corner, and then save the document using your surname as the name of the file. The next step is to go through your document and identify all of the headings and subheadings. So in this example, I go and I highlight Section 1, Required Documents, then go up to the Styles tab in the menu bar, open the drop-down box, and select Heading 1. If I had any subheadings within Section 1, such as A, B, or C, I would go to those subsections, highlight them, and from the drop-down menu, choose Heading 2. Once you've identified the major headings and subheadings in your document, creating a table of contents is fairly simple and straightforward. Click on the Document Elements tab in the navigation bar. From there, click on the Insert button under Table of Contents, and a drop-down dialog box will appear. If your headings and subheadings have been identified correctly, you need only click on Automatic Table of Contents and then select the particular style that you wish to use. Notice now that in the red dashed box, a full and complete table of contents with correct page references is inserted into the document where you left your cursor. Now that you have a completed word process document that contains a correctly paginated table of contents, the penultimate step is to create a PDF document. From here, simply go to File, Save As within your toolbar menu, select PDF, and save the file using your surname as the file name .pdf. Our last step in this process is to create a hyperlink table of contents. The hyperlinks will then allow us to jump to any page in the document that we wish from the table of contents. Shown here is the PDF file that I've opened in Adobe Acrobat Pro. The first step is on the right-hand side is to click on the Pages tab so that when drop-down box expands, and click on Page Thumbnails. What this will do is it will open the page thumbnails to the left of the screen shown next to your document under arrow number 3. There are several steps involved in creating the hyperlinks. Within Adobe Acrobat Pro, first go to the right-hand menu and click on the Content Editing tab. This tab is the one that's just above the Pages tab that you clicked on previously. From the drop-down box there, step number 2 is Add or Edit a Link. When you click on this, the next thing, a cursor will pop up, and you'll be required to use that cursor to highlight a square box around the element that you wish to identify. Here I've done that. You can see the blue box that has appeared around element number 1, Required Documents. And from this, a pop-up window comes up which says Create Link. And from this, I usually click on where it says Link Type, Invisible Rectangle, and then go to Page View. From here, click on the blue button that says Next. The last thing that you'll need to do is the final pop-up menu comes up about Create Go to View, and you'll need to set the link. To do this, now move to the left-hand side of your screen and click on the page thumbnail that you wish the hyperlink to go to. In this case, Required Documents is on page 1, so I clicked page 1, and you'll see that this page becomes highlighted, shown here by the red dashed line. Then come back to the dialog box and click on Set Link, and then this link will be fully created. Your final document should look something very similar to this. Around each of the major headings and subheadings that you've identified, you should see a black box. If you move your cursor and click on one of these boxes, it should, within the PDF document, take you immediately to that page number that you've identified associated with that heading. There are a variety of ways to accomplish what I've demonstrated here today, depending on the different software applications that you have available to you or that you employed for this particular project. Microsoft Word and Adobe Acrobat Pro are widely available on campus, so I've used these for demonstration purposes. Of course, feel free to use whatever software application you wish, but the bottom line is, at the end, we need a single PDF document identified with your surname as the file name, and to have a hyperlinked table of contents. You can do this any way you wish.